What's going on, guys? Welcome to Ultimate Fighter Recap. I am your host, Dan the Man, and we are talking last night's episode between Team Pettis' number 4 seed, Jessica Penne, versus Team Melendez, number 13 seed, Lisa Ellis. And these two have fought before, so basically this is a rematch from that first fight. That was a slugfest, but Jessica Penne ended up winning that fight, I believe, by stoppage TKO. So let's go on to the show. And there was a lot of emotions coming from the show. There was a lot of the viewers getting to know these fighters and what they had to leave behind, their loved ones, and basically them pursuing this goal, this championship belt slash career ahead of them. But we learned from the beginning of the episode, Dana White takes Team Melendez Becca out of the room and into another room, and he has to break the devastating news that her stepfather died. He was battling Parkinson's disease, and she knew that there was a risk of losing him while being on the show. But good thing that she has teammates that came together and rallied around her and pretty much told her anything she needed. They were there for her. So throughout this competition, mentally, Becca is going to be very emotional and it's going to be very hard. But she wasn't the only one, because in Team Melendez, Lisa Ellis also was feeling a little mentally not there. Throughout the whole show, it just did not seem like she wanted to be there. It seemed like she just was sluggish. She just mentally was not there, and we find out because she was mentally not there, it's because she has a 1-year-old at her. She had to leave behind to pursue the championship belt, and we knew this coming into the show, but you could totally see it from just the way she was in training session that she just was not ready for this fight. So she was dealing with that, and Melendez knew that there was something off about what mentally she was at. And physically, she did not look very ready for this upcoming battle. She looked very slow in her striking, but I predicted the only way she would win this fight is by her wrestling, because she is known as a wrestler. And if she got Jessica down to the ground and didn't allow any reversals, she would win this fight. But her striking, just didn't see it happening, because Jessica Penne, Jessica from Team Pettis, basically she looked very strong throughout the training session. She looked like her strikings were on point. She looked very competitive. She looked hungry. She looked like she was ready for this fight and to move on. We learned from her backstory that she was bullied throughout her life, and that is what from that past experience is what made her today. But Jessica Penne looked very impressive in the training session, and she looks like she's gunning for that belt. Now let's move on to the actual fight. Jessica versus Lisa. Right off the bat, first round, they were feeling each other for a little bit, and right off the bat, Lisa tries for a takedown. No prevail, well, just a little bit, but Jessica was able to come back up. But Lisa still tried for another takedown, but ended up being taken down herself, and Jessica ended up being on top. Now, Jessica was being on top. Lisa ended up reversing and getting right back on top. So Lisa had some reversals. There was a lot of reversals going on. There's a lot of good technique going on here. Not too much striking at all. So Jessica reversed it. So Jessica wound up on top. And then Lisa reversed it and wound up on top. And then Jessica attempted a triangle that did not work, but she ended up getting Lisa's back. So when she got in her back, she ended the fight by a chokehold. And that's basically how it ended in round 1. Jessica getting her back, choke holding Lisa, and that was pretty much the end of the fight. And to pretty much sum up the whole fight itself, Dana White said it best. Lisa gave Jessica that chokehold. Lisa gave her her back. She did not want to be there, and it looked like that. Lisa did not seem like she wanted to win that fight. So Jessica wins, and I gotta say though, she looked very impressive. She did a lot of reversals. She looked very fit. Her striking looked very good. She was using that jab to distance herself. I think Jessica could go pretty far. She's very competitive. She's hungry for the championship. So it was a very impressive win, but not only that, very impressive training session by Jessica. Now, Team Melendez falls 0-3. Team Pettis is ruling this competition. I want to ask the viewers, hey, what is going on here? Is it because of just talent, or is it because of training? The training, how, because it seemed like Team Pettis trains a little bit harder, a little bit faster, where Team Melendez does have a little bit more of a relaxed kind of factor. And Melendez is kind of a relaxed kind of guy, and Team Pettis is really kind of, let's go into it, let's get into this, let's get our job done. But all in all, what you guys think about the episode, let me know. I will be here next week reviewing another Ultimate Recap. My thoughts on this fight was exactly what I said before, is that Jessica looked impressive. Jessica looked like she would win the fight because Lisa didn't look like she wanted to be there at all. But that's about it. Okay, guys, you guys have a good one. And please comment and subscribe if you want more videos. Pretty much everything from movies to anime to I'm going to have more UFC videos up. I want to talk Ronda Rousey. I want to talk Gina Carano. I want to talk about everything that's coming up, and I want to talk UFC injuries. So thank you for listening, and you guys have a good one and have a good day. Yeah. Face the pain, remember in the prison.